What's up guys, this is Vishy here with another video blog, and this is entitled My Musical Week, where I basically discuss all the music goings on that I found interesting. Now, as a lot of you will know, that as well as video gaming being my passion, one of my other main passions is, of course, music. I'm currently working on a studio project, Existence Zero, and we are, of course, close to finishing that off. That is now just getting ready to do the final master, and that'll be out soon. But I want to discuss what's been going on generally in the music world. Now, of course, I can't really start any video blog without discussing, or at least mentioning, the sad news of Whitney Houston yesterday passing away. I was actually in the car with a couple of mates when we came across this news on the radio. It was very shocking, and of course, just a complete bolt out of the blue. I've never been the greatest or the biggest Whitney Houston fan, I'll be honest with you, but I have to, you cannot deny her talent. Greatly talented singer with a gifted voice, able to, sing really well and hit any note. And of course, it is very, very sad news. So, of course, thoughts and condolences go out to her family and friends, and rest in peace, Whitney. And as I am doing this video blog, tonight the Grammys have happened. Now, I have no clue what's been actually going on in the Grammys. I don't really pay attention too much to the Grammys. A lot of the music I listen to is, of course, heavy metal. So, they have one or two metal awards usually, but in the metal world itself, no one really takes a huge, great deal of what's, no one really cares too much about what's going on in the Grammys. There's plenty of awards that happen within the metal world. They have their own awards, and usually those happen around in the summertime. So yeah, I'm not too au fait with what's going on with the Grammys, so I'm not really going to be discussing those too much. Now, I am going to start off with one of the big news. One of the biggest new pieces of news in the metal world was, of course, uh, Killswitch Engage were looking for a vocalist after Howard Jones had left the band, which came as a bit of a surprise to everyone. He'd been in the band for 9+ years, so they were on the lookout for a new frontman, and they've brought back in Jesse Leach. Now, this news, to me, I was a bit mixed about the news. I loved all the tracks and everything, the two albums even, that had been done during Jesse's era, were both really, really great. Alive with Just Breathing, and I think the first one being Killswitch Engage, both great albums, and really, really enjoyed them. But however, I would have liked them to see maybe go with someone totally new and see where they went with their new material, because the last Killswitch album that came out, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't too impressed with it. It was an alright album, but I think it was definitely their weakest. So it would have been nice. It would have been interesting to see what they had done had they got a new guy in. That being said, Jesse gave an interview this week, I think it was, to a radio station in Alaska, which you can actually read quite a bit of extract of it on the Ultimate Guitar website, which I've put the link down there for you guys. So make sure you check it out. You can read it there, and he says that the riffs and stuff, and the demos of the new tracks, it seems that the tracks are heavier, and they're definitely going in a new direction and trying to kick things up a notch. So I'm definitely going to give it a chance, and it will be interesting to see with Jesse back what they do. Hopefully, it won't be a Times of Grace too. Times of Grace being basically the band, it consists of Jesse Leach and Killswitch guitarist Adam D. And their album got released, Him Off a Broken Man, last year in 2011. And if you haven't checked that album out and you are a fan of Killswitch, I definitely recommend it. Although I assume most people who are fans of Killswitch should probably have checked it out by now. So yeah, it will be interesting to see what happens with this new Jesse Leach era, and with Jesse back in, and also definitely be interesting to see how he approaches the songs that were written by Howard Jones, because Howard had a distinct voice and a distinct style. Um, I'd say a lot more operatic and a lot of a bigger voice. Jesse's a bit more raw and a bit more, not power, but definitely a bit more aggression behind it. But he can definitely sing, so I'll definitely be interested to see what goes on with Killswitch, and hopefully the new album will be, well, hopefully it'll definitely be a step back to form for them. So that'll be definitely great to see. Now, moving on, in other news, and this is positive news, it seems like there have been some good positive developments for the Deftones bassist Chi Cheng. Now, as you might be aware, Chi Cheng was involved in a car crash back in November 2008 and was in a coma for a very, very long period. And he was taken off life support um, 7 months ago, and slowly but surely his condition has begun to improve. And a video has been posted online by Deftones, actually showing where Chi lifting his leg as a response, which is huge, great news, and good progress being made there. Obviously, it's still going to take a bit of time, for him to recover, but slowly but surely he is getting there and he is improving. So all thoughts go out to him and his family, and hopefully get some more positive news in the very near future again on that, because it would be great to see Chi eventually back one day touring with his fellow bandmates in Deftones. So that's a great bit of positive news there. So hopefully we will see Chi back very, very soon. Now, I am going to talk about briefly. Now, this isn't really new news. A lot of you guys may know and have seen. Um, Lamb of God released their album Resolution back at the end of January. I think it was around January 24th. It got released worldwide, and I've now that it's been out for about 3 weeks, and I've had a listen to it from like start to finish, and I have to say I think it's a great album. I've been listening to it pretty much non-stop, and it's been blowing me away. Absolutely awesome. I think it sticks to the core Lamb of God sound. What they do so well. It's got those really hooky, fast-paced technical riffs mixed with those bluesy style of solos. But they are trying, different kinds of things. You've got like the orchestra going on in King Me, which is something they haven't really done. You've even got some clean vocals going on in one of my favourite tracks, Insurrection, which has a totally different sound from what like Lamb of God usually do. So it's got a good fusion of Lamb of God trying to do something a bit new mixed with that core Lamb of God sound that I think everyone loves and digs so much. And I know a lot of people. I definitely think it's a step up on Wrath, which was their last album. I know a lot of people out there were disappointed with Wrath. Lamb of God did get a bit of criticism for it. However, I think Wrath actually wasn't that bad an album. I personally enjoyed it. I thought it had a good. I thought it had a good few tracks on it. It wasn't as good as some of their other previous albums. I'll definitely admit that, but I still think it had a good few tracks, and I think if that album Wrath had been released by another band, maybe for another band as their first album or something, even as a second album, it probably would have got a better reception. But because we are talking about Lamb of God, a band who have such a strong body of work over so many years, I think a lot of people wanted something else, and they were a little bit disappointed with what came out. However, I thought the album wasn't too bad. It had a good few songs in it, but I do think Resolution is a marked step up over over Wrath. So if you guys haven't checked that out, I would definitely say please go and I'd definitely say go and check that out, because it's fast. So far we're only in February, but it's a strong contender to be my album of the year. Now, in some news basically regarding myself, as you guys know, I am close to finishing up the first EP for my studio project, Existence Zero. The EP being titled Definitions of a Heresy. We are all the mixing has pretty much been finished. We are going to be doing a pretty much just a final master this coming week, and then it should be ready to go out there on the interwebs. So make sure, I'll be of course discussing it and probably be doing a full video blog on it and talking through all the various 5 tracks on it. So make sure you guys definitely go and check that when that comes out. In the meantime, you can check out the demos, which are on the Existence Zero SoundCloud. That's soundcloud.com for, I think, Existence Zero. Anyway, the link is down there, so make sure you guys check it out and have a listen to it, and I will be, of course, giving you guys an update as that goes on throughout. the next couple of weeks. We're very, very close to releasing that, and I'm very, very happy. Been spending a lot of time working on it. Has got to the point where I just want to get it out there for everyone to listen to, because I've been listening to the tracks plenty. So definitely, hopefully you guys will enjoy listening to it as much as I've enjoyed making it. So yeah, now what I'm gonna do every week is maybe suggest for you guys to check out a band to listen to. Now this is a band I came across. I think it was about a year ago or a year and a half ago. They're quite a small band, but they're definitely doing quite well. They recently even toured China last year, which was quite awesome and quite huge for them. I had the privilege of seeing them back in December supporting Silosis in Reading. They're a band called Zerath. Now they've got 2 albums out, titled 1 and 2. Pretty simple concept there. You know, 1 being the first album, 2 being the second album. And they take they do the great thing of mixing orchestral music with some ridiculously heavy, brutal riffs and some ridiculously melodic riffs as well. And they do it ridiculously well. And if you listen to Existence Zero, and you especially hear the track Bearer of the Word, where we use a hell of a lot of orchestral synth type stuff, a lot of the influence, I will quite happily admit, has come from Zerath. So if you guys want to check out something maybe that you haven't come across before, Zerath, they're a great band. I've really been enjoying their music, 1 and 2, and this band definitely deserves all the success that comes to it. They've got both albums are really, really good. If you guys just want to maybe go out and just check out one track or 2 tracks, I definitely say go and check out False History from album 1, and pretty much, well, I'd say just check out really both albums from their entirety. So yeah, so Zerath, my band of the week for you guys. Well, that's pretty much it, guys, for this first video blog on my music week. I'm going to hopefully be doing this kind of thing on a weekly basis, discussing various music stuff. If there's anything you want me to discuss, or anything you want to bring up, or have any questions, please fire them at me. You can fire them at me in the comment box, or of course on my Twitter, which comes up at the end of every video blog. So hope you guys have enjoyed listening to this and listening to me rambling on about all the various music. And until next time, keep it baguette-like, and this is Vichy out. Peace.